What up, viewer who's cool enough to click on my video? It's Joe. So real quick, I initially had planned on releasing this video on Valentine's Day because I made it for Valentine's Day as a matter of fact, but a bunch of annoying ass circumstances, technical difficulties, and other inconveniences behind the scenes basically threw a fat ass monkey wrench in that plan. So I'm releasing it now. So if you're wondering why I'm referencing Valentine's Day and you're watching this on a day that's not Valentine's Day, that's why. But just pretend it ain't Valentine's Day because, the video can still apply to, any other time. So enjoy. Appreciate it. Good evening. So, it's Valentine's Day and you ain't got no food plans. I mean, it ain't your fault. It's probably freezing outside and due to current events, restaurants is closed. But fret not, your boy Joe's got you covered. So before you tap confirm order, put down that delivery service app and go get you some ingredients and get your ass in the kitchen. Today, we're making spaghetti and meatball. First things first, the sauce. Here we got some fresh Roma tomatoes. What, you thought we was finna use some pre-made sauce out of a jar? What's wrong with you? As you can see, we've cut off the stem side and scored an X on the bottom of the tomato cause physics. And once you've got all the tomatoes scored, go ahead and drop them into a boiling pot of H2O, but not for long though, about 27 seconds. Now after you take them out, you can place them in some cold H2O. This will just make it easy to do what we're trying to do with the tomatoes, which is get the skin off. Look at that, peels right off, effortless. And once you have bisected these crimson veggie fruits, you want to take a spoon and do like therapy and hollow out the inside. That way you're just left with the outer flesh of the tomato, like this. And then just slice them up and set them to the side, and then head back over to the stove to our high heat pot or pan. Is it a pot? Is this a pot or a pan? I don't know. I swear I see people calling what look like pots pans. Is it the same thing? It's like tomato, even though nobody says tomato. Like, yo, pass me that pot over there. Oh, it's not a pot, it's a pan. What's the difference? What makes it a pan? Cause it's got a longer handle. What? That don't make no sense. Sorry. Anyway, we've got our high heat pot with olive oil in it. And once that starts crickling a little bit, we're gonna go ahead and drop in some chopped up onions, garlic, and shallots. Now you want to mix this around and cook it down until it starts to get fragrant, like you can smell it in the air. I also like to add in a little Chardonnay, mix it around a bit more, and then enter the sliced tomatoes. Now this is a bit unorthodox, but I actually like to use a potato masher and turn it into a tomato masher. Kind of squish the tomatoes up a bit more in the pot to make it a bit more saucy. Now the green herbs you see before you, not the green herbs you're thinking of, are a nice blend of fresh basil, thyme, and Italian parsley. Now these are important. If you want your spaghetti sauce to taste anything like, well, spaghetti sauce, I would say these are essential ingredients, especially the basil. Now the next thing we're gonna do is grate some Romano cheese up in here. Follow that up with some garlic salt, crushed red pepper, as well as some black pepper, and then put a lid on it. Now you wanna let that simmer on a low heat for about 45 minutes. And in the meantime, we gonna make these meatballs. Now these meatballs are special. They're half beef, half Italian sausage, and they got cheese in them. Now all we gotta do is use our powers to magically teleport meat into a skillet. See? Just like that. We're getting good at this. Now we're gonna cover this skillet too so the meatballs can marinate and stay tender. But I can't shake the feeling like we're forgetting something. Oh yeah, the pasta. Gasp, where did that pasta come from? And why does it look so delicious? It ain't nothing too fancy. All you do is take some olive oil, salt, pepper, garlic and onion powder, and some Parmesan cheese, and just put it into the water that you're boiling your pasta in as it starts to heat up. Remember to stir that around, and note that this is angel hair pasta that we're using, so it's a lot thinner, so be sure not to boil it too long. Trust me, the last thing you want is gushy pasta. Speaking of gushy, back over to our soon-to-be spaghetti sauce. Once this is ready to take out the pot, you can add a little bit of sugar in it, take off some of that bite from all them herbs, and then transfer the contents to a blender or food processor or whatever. I personally am setting mine to low because I don't like a super runny sauce, but you can use whatever setting you want. Once the sauce is to your liking, go back over to the meatballs and make it rain. Or slush. This sauce is pretty thick. Kind of hard to make it rain with this. Well, I guess we're all done here. We got our spaghetti sauce, our meatballs, and our pasta. Looks like we've got our meal.
But wait! There's more!
How are you gonna eat spaghetti without a side of garlic bread? The hell is this? This thing is hard as a rock. Did Did you just hand me a frozen piece of garlic toast? Have you lost your mind? We do things fresh up in this kitchen, alright? We don't serve no food that's been in cryostasis in a box that's probably been sitting on a shelf for like a week, alright? If you don't get this shit out of my face, let's make some real garlic bread. Check this out. Here we got some nice sliced ciabatta. Probably the best bread for garlic bread. But Joe, how do we transform this ordinary ciabatta bread into bread of the garlic variety? By using our garlic butter, of course. What you want to do is take some butter, some Italian parsley, some finely minced garlic, and some Parmigiano or Reggiano cheese. And then just mix that up until it's the consistency that you want. And then just spread it all over your ciabatta. The more you use, the better, I say. And then set your oven to 400 and pop it in there for about 10 minutes. And then bam! Now we've got our meal. Some homemade angel hair spaghetti and meatballs with a side of homemade garlic bread, my G. And you can make this for Valentine's dinner tonight, for your significant other, or for yourself, because we all deserve some good food. And that concludes our cooking session. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, especially those that watch the full video. Do your boy a favor, show this video some love. Check out the other videos on my channel and show them some love as well. And come back to the kitchen soon. We'll cook something else. Till then, try to relax.